Hey Auntie Robin, so I'm trying to show you how to use eBay. I know it took a long time. It's because I recorded the video, but it never went with the sound. I don't understand why. Maybe I have to use headphones or something. So yeah, so basically you go onto ebay.com. You can see right there the arrow is on my eBay. This page, it basically just shows you, is like the main page that happens when you sign on or if you were already signed in. So I want to try to sign out first. Alright, so basically, see, I'm automatically signed in, but you can also register, but I believe you said you registered now. So now I'm signing in. And this is the my eBay. So here I am showing, like, you can click on your activity or your summary. The summary, you can choose what you want to see on your summary. There's the messages where people email you or you respond to people and such like that, or that's how you respond if somebody's asking questions about what you're purchasing. And then there's your account. That's when you link your PayPal, set up any type of anything about yourself, like your emails, your personal information, and such. But you can look down and see everything. The other thing, the applications, I haven't used that yet. So here I'm showing you myself, so you'll be able to see you, and click on that to see your own profile. And there I have number 79. Before I had so much more than that. I probably would be up to 200 now if I didn't have to delete my old one, because I had owed them money and I was never going to pay them, because I felt that it was the fault of one of the people who purchased something. So yeah, so I'm just scrolling down, showing you some of the stuff that's on my watch list and stuff that's like stuff I've purchased recently. The selling is where you basically will focus most of your attention on. So usually you have like a limit to what you can sell, how many items you can sell. It shows you what you sold already or anything you have currently selling. And your limits, your amount of things you can sell for the month, and the amount of money you can get for that month. It usually just it usually just change after each month. So then under that we have like the selling reminders. So of course I'm waiting for payment for one item. You never ship if you don't get the payment yet. I'm also waiting for, oh, I needed to leave feedback. You can choose to leave feedback, but I like to leave feedback because other people will leave it after. So this is the stuff that I've sold. But one of them, they didn't even pay me for the hair, so I'm currently pending a case. Like, I'm either give my money or take it off, because they'll charge you after you sell something, even if somebody didn't pay. So I'm just showing you, basically, if you want to buy something from somebody, you could always look up their stuff, and this is how you was to contact buyers or so forth. So yeah, I didn't receive my money, so I want to know, like, if she's still interested. And usually, since she ain't really have much feedback, it's probably not. She just signed on looking for hair, and she didn't care whether or not to cancel it. Because sometimes you could either do the bidding thing or the straight and buy. And the bottom with the numbers is just making sure that you're human and you're not like spamming anyone. Because usually people enter codes to just automatically send messages. Let's like practice selling something. So what I have, I'm gonna put up like iPhone 5 or but this part you can choose what you want to sell. Like it used to have where you can write in the item and see about like what it's currently selling for, but it's best to just look it up first. Like go on to eBay, look up as if you want to buy it, see the prices, and then try to price your item a little lower or about the same as everyone else, so that you know that yours is gonna be bought. See, for example, like just search something up. I don't know. So just search, for example, the iPhone 5, like just to see how much it'll cost for the others. Like other people are selling it. This is not the iPhone right here. This is just the accessories. So you know it's different categories for each thing. So if you was to sell the iPhone 5, you will most likely be selling the phone and cell phones. Alright, so we see one for $163, $499, and up. It varies depending on what it comes with, or if people are bidding, or if it's usually higher if it's just buy me now. But bids
Auntie
start low
Robin.
because
So
people keep
basically,
bidding on them
this
most of the
is
time. It sucks when people stop bidding.
wait.
You know? Right. People usually start at 99 cents because people like prices that's near zero. So it's funny because I don't remember exactly what I was saying before. So yeah, now we're gonna go sell that item. Type it in. Sometimes they help you if you have something to write, or other times, see, like already the cell phone and accessories popped up already, but you can also always change it if that's not what you want. Let's get more specific. It's better if to be the most specific. Like people like seeing brand new. If it's used, you don't write used. Just don't write anything and just put it in the description. But yeah, get more specific because Sprint. You might need something unlocked. That means you can use anything with the phone. See, it helps you. They usually come up. Just choose one. And usually if it's up there already, you don't have to write too much about the information because it might be there already, especially with phones. Like with items like clothing, most likely you'll have to write everything else in it, especially if it doesn't pop up on its own. So like I was saying with the condition, like you don't usually write used if it's used, but you can always put it. It's best to put everything down because somebody can always tell you like they lied and that they'll get their money back, and most likely they get to keep the product. So here I'm just adding images. Did I save the image already? Yeah, sure. So this is an example, just picking something from your computer. Oh, I had made fake animations, so I don't know. Alright. So you get to crop the picture and edit the picture, do whatever you want with the picture. You can frame them, you can adjust the coloring. Darker, lighter, and so forth. The contrast. Flips. And just delete it because it's not for this. Okay, with the product description, because it was already up there, somebody already had something there about the product, but the details you basically write in, or you write in the product information, and you can also choose other things about that product. So like we said, it was the color blue, but you can also choose, put in like the code for the product if there is anything, and whatever needs, like accessories, anything that comes with the product, the fabric, just depend on what you have. But best, if you can't be as specific in your title, it's best to write that same thing that you put in the title and description plus more. So get as specific as you can, but basically sell your product. Like, make somebody want it. Like if you was to hear about something, what would make you want it? So even if it's used, be like, oh, I had this skirt, like, is in the best condition that it can ever be in. It's fabulous on the body, or it fits these sizes. It might be cut small, so you might need this size. The length is this amount, and so forth. And you can always edit out the writing that you want. Right here, that's that, like a header size. You can make bullet points. Making it pretty. That helps, depending on what you're selling. Like if you're selling just, something for guys, they don't really care too much unless it's like fashion. But if it's like tools, they just want their tools. So you just write simple things like what it'll fit, and you know, but still being descriptive. So then under here you can choose whether you wanted to auction it, like start it at one price and keep increasing by whoever's interested, or you could choose buy it now, which means you could just put in a set price, or you can do it both. So I'm putting a set price, a starting price and a buy it now price. And then under that you can choose how long you want the listing to stay up. One day it's hard to do because a lot of people are not going to be on it, but 7 days, that means you can have as much people to view it as possible, who's ever looking. You can choose whether you want it to go up now or whether you want it to go up tomorrow, or any day basically. You choose the time. So here's with the shipping. I like to do a lot of free shipping, depending on what it is, and try to include the cost in it of the shipping, because people can choose whether they want free shipping with their product. So free shipping is best. But then if you know that shipping is going to cost a lot, if it's like something heavy or something like that, make them pay the shipping. Like when I had to choose sneakers, at first when I was selling the sneakers, I didn't do shipping, and then it ended up going bad for me. So if you didn't put it in your account, you can add your preferences here for your PayPal and your location, and that also helps with if you wanted to buy your shipping label from here, because the location helps with the pricing. And the handling time is basically when you would give them, like when you will ship it. And I usually do no returns, because people will try to return things for anything. So when you put no returns, that kind of help you out, because if they can say, oh, there's a scratch, no returns. But hopefully you wrote that it was a scratch in the thing, because people will try to get over, keep the product, and get their money back, because there's a customer buyer protection. So usually I've gotten out of my money a few times, especially for places that's overseas when you can't really track the item. Now I try not to do so much abroad. Or now they also have a shipping center that you can ship to eBay, and they'll ship it out, which is also better, so that you're not getting scammed when you ship it directly. But first class is better. So you can either choose to preview, save it, or you can just review it. But I like to go over everything first, just in case maybe I want to add a different category. So sometimes you have to pay for more than one category, or or not. It just depends. This is an example. It belongs there, but I can also put it in somewhere else. Of course, it shouldn't be in cell phone and accessories. Oh yeah, yeah. It just can't be accessories by itself. And like I was saying, you can choose whether to preview, save it for later, or list it. So let's go ahead and list it. Okay, loading. Alright, so now it shows you what you did. Basically, if you wanted to put it up now, but since remember I changed the time frame that I wanted to go up, so it's just telling me that it was going to go up at that time. And now you can also revise your listing. At any time you can revise what you write. But if somebody already bid on it, it's harder to revise certain things. But you can always add things, but you just can't take away. Because it's like, I already bid on it, you know? And when people ask questions, you can also answer them, and they post it directly to the item so that everybody can see the answer, so there is no other questions needed. No other similar questions needed or not. Go into selling after from my eBay, but you can always use it in a drop down menu and it should show up. This is just some of the stuff I'm doing. There it is. And then the drop down, you can always revise it there, like I was saying, any time. And respond to buyers from there, see who's doing what. And I'm just deleting it just so that no one will do any, so it doesn't really go up. But you know what, Auntie Robin, it ended up going up, but I don't know if it was this one or if I had did another one. We'll see. But I had to end up disputing it because somebody had tried to buy it but never paid anyway. So then I just took it down. Oh no, it was a different one. I think it was a Sprint. This is when you can see your own profile. You can see whether people like some of the things. Like, this is a review I did. I had bought a phone or something, but I usually don't do reviews. I don't know. I just decided to do it. It kept popping up in my email. But it helps, because it shows up. You can choose your own picture. I didn't want nobody to like discriminate, so I didn't put my own picture up. You can edit your profile. You can write anything you want on your profile. Basically, is to show like type of things you're selling. So since I'm selling health, beauty products, electronics, and clothing, that's what I put up. And you can choose whatever you want. Like, because sometimes I do miscellaneous, but I always do like electronics and clothes and beauty products. So it's the main stuff. Over there, you can see the positives and negatives within the month. Or within a few months, or maybe a year. I'm not really sure. Can't really see. But if you was to go to somebody else's page, you can see the items that they have for sale and such. Oh, don't drop that dun dun dun.